Good morning, everyone. It is Bible reading time. Do I have anything to say? Oh, we had a huge storm come through here. Okay. So here was the storm coming through. It looked huge. Okay. And it was going to hit us more or less full on. 2-inch hail. Let's see. My brother in law showed it way bigger than. You know what? He kind of was right. No, he meant, well, so 2 inches is about this uh, diameter, right? Yes. Now, can you imagine the hail balls? Okay. So we're sitting out there on the porch. It's really warm. It's a really beautiful day. Rain on and off, but otherwise beautiful. And I looked straight at our cars and the windshields. I said, "Hey, hail balls like that?" And I said, "Man, that's gonna destroy our windshields. Right? We need to go cover those, right?" Anyway, so we're sitting there, looking at it, and we need to cover those. I'm going, who's going to cover them? Well, anyway, so I said, hey, let's just go do it. Okay. So the storm wasn't going to come through until about 9 o'clock at night. And I thought, okay, what else? We're pretty set here all the time anyway. So anyway, we go out, we put cardboard on one windshield, and then we had tarps we put on the other ones, folded up so it'd be kind of bunched up, waiting for the storm, waiting for the power to go out, right? All that. Storm comes through, and I'm going, well, that wasn't too bad. That's nowhere as bad as I've seen it. Well, it wasn't time yet for it. So then it started up again, about 3 times like that. There's no hail. We had good rain, which was great. Filled all of our water containers out there again, which we had also cleaned. And so, so what was that all about? All that hype about this huge storm coming through, hail balls, 2 inches in diameter. So, and then it didn't happen. Okay, oh, that's great. It didn't happen. I'm good with that. And we were prepared for it. Ah, and I thought about it. I'm going, it felt like the storm came through in 3 increments. Yes. If that would have all been one big storm, that would have been really something. We would have heard some trees go down, this and that. But it didn't. Yeah. It's good to be prepared, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, for all kinds of different things. Yeah. But then when it doesn't happen, that's a good thing, right? Yes. Yeah. How we ended up watching. I was cooking dinner. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I made rice. I like my rice really well cooked. I'm not a big fan of rice that's half cooked or even, no, I'm not. I like it nice and cooked. And I made salmon. My brother-in-law brought salmon home, fresh salmon. Oh, wild cut fresh salmon. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And because of the show I watched, Top Chef, they showed on how you sear the skin. And this one had skin on one side. I went, ooh, I'm gonna try that. Oh, it was so good. I made it very simple. I just salted it very lightly and put some pepper on it and sauteed it, seared it and sauteed it in butter. Oh, and I made a salsa to go with it. It probably wouldn't be everybody's thing, but it had cantaloupe, a caramelized orange rind, and yeah, from an orange that we put in a fruit salad on Easter. And I thought, oh, I just saw that too on that Top Chef. I'm gonna save that as well, right? Which I do anyway because I grind rasp the oranges first and save the rind like that. Yes, orange zest they call it. It's really good in a lot of things. And what else? Garlic, cilantro, onions, else I put in there? Can't remember. And then I made just a vinaigrette to go with it. Yes, and I mixed it all up. Oh, I loved it. And it went so well with the salmon as well. There you go. Well, anyway, so what is and we ended up watching a DVD. Yes, I said, hey, because we were talking about these big hail balls, ice balls. And I said, hey, have you ever seen The Day After Tomorrow? Right? Yes. Yeah. So we ended up watching that one while I was cooking. And then we ate also while she said, hey, we just had dinner and a movie. I said, yeah, how cool is that? At home. Anyways, I had a good day. Quiet day. So that's that. That's that. Oh, but the storm didn't come through. I hear it thundering again out there, though. So maybe it's not done yet. Anywho, so there it is. There are the dogs. I didn't let them out today. They were gone for hours and hours and hours. A little longer than I like them to be gone. Then I leave them home one day to kind of, for them to remember where home is. Anyway. All right, we are in the second book of Chronicles in 6. Well, I don't always have. You're right. Oh, this just feels so weird. I'm not in the right one. All right, I've got to get going. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. No, I'm not going to start talking about anything. I got to go to the barn. It's a little late today. This is the prayer prayed by Solomon on that occasion. The Lord has said that he would live in the thick darkness, but I have made a temple for you, O Lord, to live in forever. Then the king turned around to the people, and they stood to receive his blessing. Okay. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. Huh? That sounds like it's this is the wrong way around. He said to them, the God who talked personally to my father David and has now fulfilled the promise he made to him. For he told him, I have never before, since bringing my people from the land of Egypt, chosen a city anywhere in Israel as the location of my temple where my name will be glorified. This is all turned around. And never before have I chosen a king for my people Israel. But now I have chosen Jerusalem as that city and David as that king. Really? Is that what God really said? Okay. Wow. Huh. My father David wanted to build this temple, but the Lord said not to. Wait a minute. Didn't he just say? Okay, all right. Listen. It is written down as it is written down. I mean, dear me. It's so transparent. It was good to have the desire, the Lord told him, but he was not the one to build it. His son was chosen for that task. And now the Lord has done what he promised, for I have become king in my father's place, and I have built the temple for the name of the Lord God of Israel, and placed the ark there. And in the ark is the covenant between the Lord and his people Israel. As he spoke, Solomon was standing before the people on a platform in the center of the outer court, in front of the altar of the Lord. The platform was made of bronze, 7.5 feet square and 4.5 feet high. Four and a half feet. Huh. Man, that's some platform. 7.5 feet square. Okay. Now, as all the people watched, he knelt down, reached out his arms toward heaven, and prayed this prayer. O Lord God of Israel, there is no God like you in all of heaven and earth. You are the God who keeps his kind promises to all those who obey you and who are anxious to do your will. And you have kept your promise to my father David, as is evident today. And now, O God of Israel, carry out your further promise to him that your descendants shall always reign over Israel, if they will obey my laws as you have. Hey, nice setup. Yes, Lord God of Israel, please fulfill this promise too. But will God really live upon the earth with men? Why, even the heaven and the heaven of heavens cannot contain you. How much less this temple which I have built? Aha. Oh, it was said a little differently in that other one. Now I understand it. Why would you want to contain God in the temple? The reasons for building that temple are so obscure. How I pray that you will heed my prayers, O Lord my God. Listen to my prayer that I'm praying to you now. Look down with favor day and night upon this temple, upon this place where you have said that you would put your name. May you always hear and answer the prayers I will pray to you as I face towards this place. Listen to my prayers and to those of your people, Israel, when they pray toward this temple. Yes, hear us from heaven. And when you hear, forgive. He's telling God what to do. Okay. I don't. All right. Whenever someone commits a crime and is required to swear to his innocence before this altar, then hear from heaven and punish him if he's lying, or else declare him innocent. Wow, okay, that we all know, right, on how some people had these superstitious kind of things. Or, well, if you're innocent, then something's going to happen. But if you are guilty, then and kind of just well, and then you can fix it so that if you want someone to be guilty, you make him guilty, right? And then or vice versa. That is such a no, 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 no. It's right here. Huh. Interesting. If your people Israel are destroyed before their enemies because they have sinned against you, and if they turn to you and call themselves your people and pray to you here in this temple, then listen to them from heaven and forgive their sins and give them back this land you gave to their fathers. Oh, well, God's going to be held to his promise no matter what the people are going to do, right? Gosh, come on. I thought Solomon was so wise and this and that. He's just as crooked as his father. When this guy's, showman. I'm the showman. There you go. All right. I know. He's hanging his head up there. Down there. Someplace. I can feel it. It's okay. Look, that's why we're doing this. Because to restore things. Right? You're going to have to just do better in spirit world now. Hey. Eat a little humble pie and go and, I don't know. Hey, okay. If there is a famine in the land, or plagues, or crop disease, or attacks of locusts or caterpillars, or if your people's enemies are in the land besieging our cities, whatever the trouble is, listen to every individual's prayer concerning his private sorrow, as well as all the public prayers. Man, this temple came with a lot of conditions, didn't it? Hear from heaven where you live and forgive and give each one whatever he deserves, for you know the hearts of all mankind. Yeah, I'd say that's true. Then they will reverence you forever. There's a condition. Only if. And will continually walk where you tell them to go. Obviously, things didn't work out very well, because we all know what happened later on. And when foreigners hear of your power and come from distant lands to worship your great name and to pray toward this temple, hear them from heaven where you live and do what they request of you. Then all the peoples of the earth will hear of your fame and will reverence you, just as your people Israel do. and they too will know that this temple I have built is truly yours. Okay, I'm just going to keep reading. I mean, you see, at that time, of course, history hadn't developed all that much yet, right? But we already know from beforehand. Come on now, really? Guys, this has nothing to do with God. Doesn't even have anything to do with the temple. This is all to establish what? Huh? The kingship of what? Of whom? Not God, or not even God's servant, if you want to call it that, if they wanted to be the leader of the people, which may be necessary. This is a completely different. This is very clear to me. Hey. Then one, if things go bad, even with the people, but you're not really a king anymore. Look what you're doing. And that's not being a king or a servant of God. They said, well, it's there. God promised, and we're doing just fine. Look at the big old palace we have, all them women, all them kids, blah, 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 right? Oh, God must be blessing that family then, right? Yes. And it's, yeah, I'm sure if anybody piped up, punishable by death. Hey, yeah. If your people go out at your command to fight their enemies, oh, that's, yep, yes, that's right. And they pray toward this city of Jerusalem, which you have chosen, and this temple which I have built for your name, then hear their prayers from heaven and give them success. Yep. I'm sure that no matter who goes to war, which side it is, they both are doing the same thing. Yes. If they sin against you, and who has never sinned? Oh, yeah. Look, right there. Here's just the proof. If they sin against you, and who has never sinned, and you become angry with them, and you let their enemies defeat them and take them away as captives to some foreign nation near or far. This was written after all this other stuff that we read in the book of Kings. They already knew all this. They did. Yeah. To some foreign nation near or far, and if in that land of exile they turn to you again and face toward this land, and you gave their fathers, and this city, and your temple I've built, and plead with you with all their hearts to forgive them, then hear from heaven where you live, and help them, and forgive your people who have sinned against you. Okay. Yes, O my God, be wide awake and attentive to all the prayers made to you in this place. There you go, telling them to do what to do again. And now, O Lord God, arise and enter this resting place of yours where the ark of your strength has been placed. Let your priests, O Lord God, be clothed with salvation, and let your saints rejoice in your kind deeds. O Lord God, do not ignore me. Do not turn your face away from me, your anointed one. Oh, remember your love for David and your kindness to him. Okay, gotcha. My goodness. I got to read the pledge, the fourth one. Reading this, it's like, okay. You know what this feels like? This feels like when Lucifer tempted Jesus, right? Yeah, with them 3 temptations. This feels just like that. It feels like Solomon is tempting God. Say, hey, look, I built you this temple. Now you can, and it's got all that good stuff in it. Yeah, it's really nicely done. This, that, and we got all your promises are in there too that you made to everyone, especially me. Oh, especially my father. One of them, of course, is that we're going to rule Israel for generations to come, forever. Is God going to be enticed by that? Truly, that's what God's about? Well, yeah, okay. Just ask. Look, I didn't write this down like that, but I'm understanding it in a certain way. All right, here's the family pledge. Number 4, our family centered on true love pledges to fully realize the world of freedom, peace, and happiness by creating one great family on the cosmic level, which is God's ideal of creation. That's what God cares about, doesn't he? Yes? Healthy families. Families who take care of each other. Parents who take care of their children. Yes? Uh-huh. Yeah? No? Okay. And it isn't God who needs to make promises. It's the people that need to be obedient. Yes? For what again? Reason is? No. Well, watch some of the other videos if you don't know. I haven't seen it. Maybe you'll get the drift. Okay. Anyway, everyone else, yes, we're working on it. We are working on it. Everyone in their own little corner, and that is just fine. To have a home where Jesus truly can, it doesn't have to knock. I've said that before as well. But where he just walks in and out freely. Right? Yes? That's how welcome he is. Oh, what did I just say? No, it sounded just like Psalm. That's when you can be proud of yourself because you know you're doing something right. Yes? If Jesus is honoring you, that's not the right word. Let's see. Honoring you is happy in your presence. There you go. I like that. Okay. That's that. I've got to go. I got to get ready to go to the barn. God's love and blessing always. May he protect you, and I will talk to you another time.